What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna do some experimenting with the rolling resistance of fat tires. And I'm gonna do it with this bike right here. This is the Globalkeep MA-S bike, and it's got some of the most aggressive tires I've seen on an e-bike. Check it out. This bike has some of the knobbiest tires I've ever seen on an electric bicycle. I've done one other video on this bike if you wanna know more about the performance and the specs, but look at these tires. That's crazy, man. They are crazy aggressive tires. Big, huge knobs on here. You feel the knobs going down the road. You can feel them, the lumpiness in the tire, and you can certainly hear them. These tires are humming when you're going down the pavement. I did do some off-road riding with it. They're great for that. Tires are great if you're gonna use it as a dirt bike off-road, but I ride mostly the streets, so I kind of want something a little bit less aggressive, and I'm really curious to know if these tires are holding this back any. If it's holding back some of the speed because they're so knobby and it's creating such rolling resistance. So I grabbed some what I think are faster rolling tires. Here's the tread pattern. So it's a lot smoother of a tread, should be less resistance going down the street, but I didn't want to go with a straight up street slicks because I think that's not gonna match the look of this bike. This bike is crazy looking. So this pattern I thought was cool enough to match this bike. So we're gonna go run a few tests. I'm gonna do like a 0 to 30 acceleration. I'm gonna do a top speed test. We'll do a sound check, a little noise test. Then we're gonna swap the tires to the new ones and see if it makes any difference. I think it's gonna make a little difference. I don't know, put your guess in the comment if you think we're gonna get any higher of a top speed out of this bike. I'm kind of curious how much rolling resistance those tires create. So we're gonna find out. All right, we got a fully charged battery. So the first thing I wanna do is a 0 to 30 test. I am in level 3 on the bike. That's the highest level on this one. So we got full power. We're gonna do a 0 to 30, see how quick it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. $23, $24, $25, $30. Right there. So there's your 0 to 30 time. Let's do we gotta do a sound check on these tires as well. All right, so let's run it up to speed here so you can see how loud these things are. Definitely hum. They hum going down the road. You notice them. We'll do one more 0 to 30 just to double check. 3, 2, 1, go. There's 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 30. I might have been a little quicker on that one, I don't know. All right, let's see what kind of top speed we got with these knobby tires. Hopefully you can see the display or the GPS. Up to 30. If I remember, it builds real slow. You hear them tires humming? The faster you go, the louder that hum gets. So there's 34. A little bit of a headwind today. So I'm only seeing 34, 35 today. Could be, well, there's 35 on the GPS. That could just be the little bit of wind. But when we do the next test, we'll test on the exact same stretch on the exact same day, so everything should be equal, right? We'll give it one more try here. See where we can get it up to. 33, 34, 35. Right about 35 on the GPS. 36. It just needs the running room. So 35, 36 is my max on the knobbies today. I don't know if the cold makes any difference. It's colder today than it was the first time I did that. But let's go swap these tires. Well, we got our initial test done. So now let's swap out these tires. All right, first interesting note, we got our knobby tire off. This tire right here weighs 4 pounds and 14 ounces. That's almost 5 pounds for this tire. The new tire we're putting on weighs 3 pounds, 11 ounces. So we're saving over a pound per tire by switching out to these tires. Okay, here's the finished product. The Hi-Keep has got some new shoes. These ones should provide much less rolling resistance. What do you think of that tread pattern? I think it matches the bike pretty well. I mean, the tread pattern actually kind of reminds me of the angles that are in this Hi-Keep logo. So I think it was a good choice on the tires. I'll, of course, link these in the description if you're interested in these tires, but we also save some weight. Each tire is over a pound less in weight, so that's less rotating mass. Hopefully that helps with the smoother rolling resistance. I mean, I think we might gain a mile an hour or two. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to affect the 0 to 30. I don't know. Let's go out and try. We're going to rerun all the same tests. All right, let's test out these new tires. I can already tell just from riding down this one block that they are way, way smoother than the knobby tires. But will it affect a 0 to 30 or a top speed? Moment of truth. Here we go. Are you ready? 0 to 30. 3, 2, 1, go. 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30. I mean, it felt roughly the same to me. I don't know if it was any faster. It did actually pull the front wheel off the ground a little bit on that launch. I don't know if that's because of the tires. It may just be how I was sitting on the seat. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. The speedometer reset. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. 20, 25, 6, 7, 8, 30. I don't know. It felt roughly the same. I think the only thing you might, I mean, I can tell the noise difference immediately. These are silent. Those knobby tires are really loud. These, you don't really hear them at all. So, big difference on noise level. But, top speed, is that going to change any? What do you think? I don't know. Was it all for nothing? My fingers hurt from changing those tires. They were on there tight. But, I mean, it wouldn't be for nothing. I like the look of these tires. They're going to stay on there. But, time to find out if she's any faster. All right, time to run the same exact straight stretch. Here we go. Up to 20, 25. There's 30. It feels roughly like the same amount of headwind. Maybe a little stronger, actually. 35 bike, 32, 33. It builds so slow. 34. There's 35. I'm gonna run out of room. 36. I think it will go faster. I'm running out of room. 37. If I had another 50 yards. So we did go quicker. We went faster. It was easier to hit 37 there. I mean, I did get 36 on that last run. Let's do it one more time. All right, that second run I did with the knobby tires, I pedaled to get it up to speed quicker, and I had more running room with the throttle only. We'll do that same here. All right, so there's 35, 36. Now we got all the room to use just throttle. Oh yeah. There's 36 GPS. 37. It's faster. I can feel it. Easier rolling. 38, 37, 38 on this run. That wind makes a big difference too. Get a little bit of headwind and takes a mile an hour or two off. Well, there you go. We did 34, 35, and then 35, 36 with knobbies. And then we did 36, 37, 37, 38 with these tires. So yeah, I mean, it helped. Less weight, less rolling resistance. I mean, we gained a couple miles an hour. Nothing huge. I'd still like to see this bike hit 40, but I don't know if it's gonna do that. You'd have to put on some, I think, like V-Speedster tires that are just super lightweight, you know, that only weigh 2 pounds and there's no tread on them. Maybe then, but I mean, it's got decent power, decent speed. 37, 38, not bad. I gotta tell you, it's way more comfortable doing that speed with these tires than with the knobby tires. All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed my very unscientific experiment with the tires on this bike. Did it turn out like you thought it would? Honestly, it kind of turned out like I thought it would for top speed. I figured we'd probably gain a mile or two per hour, which we did. I was more impressed with the changes to acceleration on the 0 to 30. And I didn't realize it until we got into the editing and I saw how much quicker it actually was. So to me, that was the more impressive result. But I guess if you're trying to squeeze every ounce of speed and acceleration out of your bike, maybe look at the tires. But as you can see, don't expect a world of difference. That's all I got for you today. See you in the next one.